Don't stretch your eyes.
We are here today talking to Mr. James in reference to the riots of 1968. And Mr. James, I was coming to ask you some questions about what do you remember about the riots of 1968?
Basically, I remember that Friday night, how everybody was running up and down the street, hooting and hollering, and how they vandalized a couple of neighborhood establishments, the fire engines rolling around, and people doing a lot of looting, getting things that they thought they needed, or just getting things because they were there. They looted a television and appliance store, and they wound up setting that place ablaze. They looted one bar, and they looted a liquor store. They also looted the Union Food Market, and we didn't have a food market in this area for a great while after that. And how they tried to how they got in the Old Town, well, it wasn't Old Town Mall at the time, how they got in Gay Street, and they just tore Gay Street up. And how the fire engines were rolling around, and the
corner stores.
And the old corner stores that were owned by the old Jews and the white people.
Right.
And how the blacks who owned businesses had signs in their businesses that said black owned and black operated or black owned.
Was there any reason why they did that?
Well, I guess they felt it.
No, we heard if you did that or put in a black scarf or handkerchief, then they know that blacks lived there or it was black owned.
And they wouldn't mess with it?
Yes.
Okay. Was there any reason why this all started?
Because they heard that Martin Luther King had been shot and killed.
And in the process of this, did you see any like police officers or anything like that? Like the National Guard or anything?
In the beginning we saw police officers, but later on that weekend, that Saturday and definitely that Sunday, we saw the National Guard troopers riding around and walking around patrolling the area and stuff. And where it was a certain time at night, you couldn't be on the street.
They tried to bring some control to the city.
What, it was a curfew that was going on?
Yeah.
And so you wouldn't be able to, like, roam around or anything like that?
No. I think it was 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Because the time, you know, had changed, and so it would get dark around about that time.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I did get caught out after curfew, and my baby was little. That's the only reason they questioned me first, and they told me to go straight home. And I think they only let me go because my baby was an infant.
Okay, and were they locking up a lot of people because of this?
Definitely, yes.
Oh. And question for you, Mr. James. During this time, how long did it last with the riots?
I'd say probably a weekend, 3 days from Friday, and then just probably by Sunday everything was pretty much under control. The National Guard came and got everything pretty much under control by Sunday.
And what started the looting? Do you know? With the destruction? I understand you said about Martin Luther King being assassinated, but what started them to go into stores and things like that?
Yeah, that I can't really say.
I think copycat.
Yeah.
Seeing one do it, and then they wanted to do it as well. I guess, and then they call themselves out of anger.
Okay. They were angry because of
Martin Luther King's death.
Oh, okay.
And probably the fact that the white man had shot him, and they probably figured wasn't no justice going to be done.
Right.
We could do justice ourselves more so than the government could do.
Right.
Okay. And because of all this, did anything positive turn out? Like with the neighborhoods and things like that was getting rioted and vandalized and everything like that?
I'll say not immediately, but eventually, because we lost a lot around here. We lost several businesses. We lost probably about 6 businesses. We lost at least 6 businesses around here.
And after everything had died down, it was very hard for you to go somewhere to find the food that you really needed, or to shop, because you just didn't have anywhere. It looked like the city had shut down. That's how it was.
Yes.
The city had shut down, and it was hard for you to find anywhere to go to, to purchase the things that you needed for your family.
Understand.
So it was hard times after that.
And was there anything in particular that you remember the most about this event? During the riots, is it anything in particular that just stands out to you?
Just to me, just the people running up and down the street and everybody
yelling
and screaming and hooting and hollering, and the fire engines like that, because it was fires everywhere around here.
Yeah, true. A lot of things being destroyed.
It was fires everywhere around here.
And have you ever seen anything like that since then?
Not to that extent. I remember they had a bad snowstorm one time. They did a little looting around here.
Yeah.
Other than the looting, was there any kind of outrage that you seen the community get involved with?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, I guess this was like a dramatic time for us, for the African Americans in this community during that time.
We were starting to gain a little progress.
Okay.
But it wasn't much. We were still being treated second class, but not at the point where it was in the past. And he was making strides and doing things that other African American or black leaders weren't doing at the time.
Oh, and so in conclusion, I just want to thank you very much for your time, and I hope this will help others understand the situation during that time, because it will be viewed where anyone who wants to look at it on YouTube will be able to see it. So that's the entire world. So I want to thank you very much for your participation, and thank you very much for helping out. Have a good day. Thank you.